Offsides.
Offsides, another week. How are you, fellas?
I'm great, Kev. How you doing?
I feel good. You know, we have been off for a couple of weeks. You know, it's been a lot has happened.
2 weeks.
2 weeks we've been off.
We've been off 2 weeks.
I'm not used to that, right? Did you miss it, Lee?
I did miss it.
I did too.
Well, we missed a lot of football, that's for sure.
We missed a lot of football.
National championship games.
National championship games.
A lot of ball.
All the college stuff and all the the first week of the pros playoffs. So, let's jump right into it. Georgia, Alabama. Georgia 33, Alabama 18. Bit of a surprise for a lot of people, but not in this group. Not in this group,
It was a surprise for me.
It was? Were you surprised?
Not really, but in the sense of because I did root for Alabama.
You were rooting for Alabama, yeah.
But it's hard to be a good team twice. Kid, what's your thoughts on the game?
Hard to be a good team twice. I mean, at the end of the day, Georgia played better on all cylinders. I mean, the run game, they just couldn't stop. Through the air, they played phenomenal. And just Alabama didn't step up. Bryce Young didn't step up. Yeah, his best receiver went down. He was missing his best two receivers, but at the same time, you still have depth with Alabama. You still have 4 and 5 stars that are ready to go, freshmen. So at any position, and he's got the weapons. He didn't perform.
See, my thoughts on that. My thoughts on that with Bryce Young. Here's my thing on Bryce Young. Okay, on the whole Alabama team, on the offensive side of the ball, defense held their own. Now, did Georgia play well? They did. Both teams played well. Okay. Now, Alabama still should have had that game won. The reason being is this. Jameson goes down. Young guys got to step up. The game is played on next man up, period. Now, my thing is with Bryce Young, I felt like Bryce Young was doing the best he can. Now, the only thing that I got to say about Bryce Young, could he use his legs more? Yeah, he could have used his legs more. But that's here and there. Yeah. He still was putting the ball where they need to be. But I'm just going to be on those young guys truly showed they was freshmen and they was not ready for the big stage. They wasn't. Now, my thing is Bryce Young's putting the balls where they need to be. Receivers wasn't coming open. Receiving was dropping balls. They wasn't getting off the jam. I mean, it's a whole lot of things going on.
And that's the Heisman Trophy winner. He had 369 yards throwing, 1 TD, and 1 interception,
He should have had 3 TDs.
Yeah, because you were saying earlier that they were in the red zone.
He was putting it in the right spots. The receivers wasn't getting open.
Yeah,
no one was getting to be in the jam. No one was getting open. The young guys truly showed they were true freshmen.
Is that a coaching thing? Is that you blame
That's
that
a
on
player
David?
At the end of the day, it's come to the mentality of the game. It's come to a mentality. You got to have a certain mentality. Understand it. In that stage, imagine if a young guy come up, step up to the plate. That's momentum for him going into the spring, going into the next season.
Right.
Those guys did not step up. Now, don't grant it. Like, was plays made? Yes, plays was made. Right. But in a critical time when the plays need to be made, they was not making them.
And you don't look to Saban for that.
I don't look to Saban for that because they was in the red zone 4 times.
Yeah.
4.
Players got to play. It's not so much, you can't blame the coach on every single thing.
Coach can't play for you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they put the scheme together for you to play at your best ability. You got to go out and execute.
Yeah.
Now, when you got the quarterback play is probably one of the most important positions in the game.
Oh,
because when you don't really got no quarterback play, you really don't got none when you come to offense. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm going to be like, Georgia's defensive line was holding their own on the run. It goes back again, like they was in the red zone 4 times.
Right.
I'm not talking about 20 yards. I'm talking about 5, 3, 6, 15, 12, 11, and did not cash in.
But what about Bennett? I mean, do we say that he, I know Bryce Young, we talk about how he didn't show up, but did Bennett show up? Or were you impressed with Bennett, Stetson Bennett? I mean, he was very emotional at the end of that game because, there was a narrative there that, it was an underdog, like you were saying. He never really had a chance. He'd been passed up by many, many different teams, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the backstory there, but he was very emotional about that win.
I mean, he was. He seized the moment.
Yeah.
He's him and the Georgia Bulldogs seized the moment.
Right.
I mean, they start making now. When it got into the 4th quarter, that's when Georgia went to just putting the gas on their neck. I mean, you got to look at Alabama defense. You got Anderson is arguably cannot be blocked.
Killed it.
And then on top of that, they holding their own, but a defense only can do so much when the offense is not putting together sustained drives. Defense is always on the field. They're going to get tired. And Georgia was holding their own. Bama wasn't putting no points on the board. So now guess what happens? Goes in the fourth quarter, Georgia just kicked their butts.
Yeah.
Put the pedal to the metal and went to running right at them. Gashing all big run plays after run play after run play.
Well, yeah.
Then the pick six, that's just put the nail in the coffin.
White had 84 yards rushing and 1 TD for Georgia. That's a lot of running.
Yeah, White was one thing, but then again, you can't get away from Cook. Cook broke off a run like 50 yards, 60 yards.
Yeah.
6 yards.
Yeah.
That's momentum.
That is. When you can run the ball like that on Alabama, you're going to be a lot more confident. You're going to be a lot more confident. It's going to give your quarterback a lot more confidence, which is what it did, I think, and put them over the edge.
I was impressed that they did not use the tight end more. I keep forgetting the kid's name.
They locked him down.
No, I'm talking about the Georgia tight end.
I know. They locked him down.
They really didn't lock him. They didn't really give him his targets. They didn't really give him his targets like that. I really feel like he's a difference maker. He is a difference maker.
The tight end.
For Georgia.
Yeah.
Didn't he score a touchdown?
Yeah. Tight end screen. Tight end screen. I think he should have touched the ball more.
Bama had a total of 369 yards passing to Georgia's 224, which I thought was interesting. And then the rushing, Georgia had 140 to Bama's 30.
Yeah,
30-yard rushing. That was the problem there, I thought. And the turnovers, 2-1.
In this game, if you can't run the ball for real.
Yeah.
So you're already lost.
Listen, I'm a wide receiver myself. I do not like to go to be cover 2, cover 3. Man, listen. Let's run this ball. For one, I can beat this guy up in front of me to see what type of game I'm going to have. Is he aggressive or not? Now, that's going to tell me if the defensive back got fight in him or he just going to lay down. It's going to be an easy game for me. When you run the ball, it tells you a lot about what type of game is going to be.
Right.
Right. So now as on the outside, like a person like me, all I got to beat is one guy.
Right.
Run the ball, give me one safety high. I want to beat this guy in front of me.
Right.
I don't have nothing to worry about, and I like my skill over his.
Right. Yeah.
I'm confident enough that I'm going to win every one-on-one battle.
Now, what is
That's
this? To go back to Bryce Young for a second, what does that do to his NFL prospects? He's probably going to go into the NFL, correct?
It does nothing.
Not yet. He's only
a freshman.
Oh, so he's going to go back. So he's going to go back to Alabama and have another year.
I feel like Bryce Young is he come from a good background. Both parents married. Dad invested a lot into him. I really feel like Bryce is going to stay his senior year.
Oh,
I might be wrong. No. I might be wrong, but I don't. It's a toss-up. Yeah. Just to see how, just the way he carries himself is a toss-up. But I would be surprised if he come out his junior year.
Wow. Yeah.
I just feel like he's that type of kid.
He's that type of kid.
I feel like he'll go back to school.
He's going to.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
And he's not going to have to.
So nobody was really surprised here in this group that Georgia came to play and they won. But I was kind of shocked. I mean, the way they beat them first time. But Georgia all year looked good, and then they showed up at the end, and they looked real good at that. I was happy for Stetson Bennett. I was happy for the fans of Georgia because they hadn't had a championship for a long since maybe Herschel Walker back in those days.
Ooh, that's long.
I don't know. Maybe prior. Maybe no. That's a long time ago. Yeah. But they haven't had a championship in a long time, so I thought they were very excited to win that whole thing. It was fun to watch. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Was it fun? Well,
I like to see.
It was all right. It was all right.
I just like to see Georgia win it, just because Alabama.
Everybody says that. I'm tired of seeing Bama win.
Yeah,
they the juggernaut. What are you? You can't help it.
Yeah,
they the juggernaut, man.
Saban and all those guys.
I mean, hey, what you say?
It's good to say. I liked the storyboard with Bennett being the underdog. He's crying, and it just was an emotional thing. I enjoyed that. I like to see the underdog win. Yeah. Did you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Congrats to the Georgia Bulldogs.
Congrats to the Georgia Bulldogs.
They got their national championship. They got over the hump.
They did.
They got over the hump.
And the fans were loving it. Okay, moving on to the pros. First game up, we got the 49ers and the Cowboys. 49ers 23, Cowboys 17. Who was shocked at this? I was.
What?
I would.
You weren't?
I was not. No. You can't stop that man, Deebo Samuel.
Deebo, man.
Never. You will not be able to stop him.
Deebo don't even get a lot of credit he should do. I mean, he does not get a lot of credit this year like Cooper Kupp. Now, granted, Cooper Kupp leads in all categories. Deebo is doing it on the ground.
Deebo's a monster.
In the air.
You can't stop him. Like he's a game breaker.
He's a game changer.
So you weren't shocked at that score?
No, I'm not shocked at that score. For what?
No.
I mean, honestly, let's keep it 100, okay? Let's keep it real straight. Dallas be one of the talented teams year in, year out, and still don't get over the hump.
Yeah, come playoff time. Come playoff time.
They always blame Jerry Jones.
Ain't no Jerry Jones. He get the best talent. He draft the right guys. It's just
I think the Cowboys are.
So what is the Cowboys' problem? Why can't they do this?
I don't know. It's bad though. Like it's bad.
It is bad.
They choke. They literally choke every playoff time. They choke every time.
Well, where is Ezekiel Elliott? Where is he?
He played with a partially torn ACL.
Oh, he did. Okay, so he was hurt.
He was hurt.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
because he did not show up.
He's been absent all year. I'm not really. He's been.
Well, has he been hurt all year?
No.
He played with an ACL. That's actually dangerous.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been playing.
Should have been playing.
Well, I mean, ACL. I mean, that's a bad injury.
It's a bad injury, but you got to understand nowadays the way they got certain things to heal injuries and to get over the hump, or that can numb you up for a day or two or 24, 48 hours just to play.
Well,
when the game is on, when something big is like that with the playoff game, it's win or go home.
Yeah.
You really think if he can play, he's not going to go?
Dak had the most rushing yards with 27 yards for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott had the most rushing yards on their team.
That's sad.
That is sad. When you have Ezekiel Elliott, I mean, yeah, that is sad. It is sad. Now, Dak had 254 passing yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. He beat Garoppolo. I think Garoppolo stinks.
What?
I think Garoppolo stinks.
Garoppolo is growing, man.
What?
For one, he don't stink. He's growing.
He's growing.
He's growing, man. I just feel like Garoppolo haven't even reached his peak and reached his highest altitude. Really? Garoppolo is going to be he's going to be a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback.
Hasn't he had enough chances to prove that?
Oh, God.
No?
Garoppolo is good, man.
He's good, okay.
He don't stink, I know that much.
No, okay.
He don't stink like Baker Mayfield.
We'll get back to that. Well, Cowboys had, the rushing yards. Well, this is what you were talking about. 169 yards rushing for the 49ers, 77 for the Cowboys.
They beat him. Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel.
72 on the ground with a touchdown.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's that he's been doing it all year long.
And now you've got other teams trying to do it too. You see, they're trying to do Jamar Chase too.
And all those guys.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Wow.
All right. So next week they face my Packers, the 49ers. What are your chances there?
Packers will win that game. I honestly think the Cowboys are more talented than the Packers.
They are.
Are you kidding me?
But the Packers are just better coached.
Cowboys?
Yes, they are. They are more talented, but just the Packers are better coached. The Packers are just they're more disciplined, they're better coached. But the Cowboys are more talented than your Packers.
It's going to be a good game.
Not a quarterback. Rodgers is a better quarterback.
Well, no, I'm saying though, receiver-wise, running back-wise.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this about the Cowboys.
Overall team Cowboys really one of the best. On paper, is the best.
Yeah.
Like one of the best in the league.
I'm kind of curious because the Packers had Mike McCarthy. They gave him to the Cowboys. And then Mark McCarthy, I don't think the Cowboys like Mark McCarthy.
They're going to fire him.
Maybe. I don't know. Did they fire Mike McCarthy?
Yes.
Do you blame Mike McCarthy for this?
Yes, because why would he call a QB draw when there's 14 seconds left, when you have Dak running up the middle? There's 14 seconds left. They're down by a touchdown. Oh, they're down by a touchdown.
Yeah.
He called a QB draw. Dak gets the ball, runs up the middle, and slides. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And that's how the season ends.
Well, this was the problem that Rodgers had with McCarthy.
Man.
Rodgers had the problem with McCarthy and his play calling in Green Bay. And that's why they got rid of him. And now they went down. Now he goes down to the Cowboys.
He's calling BS play calls.
And they're questioning his play calling, down there. Do you think they fire McCarthy?
They get a new OC.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, schemes.
Get a new OC.
How could your scheme match up with the talented players that you have? obviously McCarthy ain't cutting it.
He's not cutting it
He ain't
at
cutting it at
Green
all.
Bay. Yeah.
He's not
I
cutting
mean,
it
at
Dallas.
Cowboys. At
He's
Dallas.
not cutting it. And he got a talented team.
Yeah, very talented.
He ain't
Yeah.
cutting it. Yeah.
Yeah, they might have to make some moves there. I'm sure Jerry Jones will not put up
He's
with
got to
that.
get out. He's got to get out.
You think?
Yeah.
That's what it is. He's got to get out.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. I like Mike McCarthy. I
You
think
like
he
Mike
seems
McCarthy?
Like, he's big and fat like me. He looks like me. No, but I like him. I think he's a nice guy.
So y'all got a lot in common. That's why you're like, oh, okay,
I think
okay.
I like his personality. I just don't think that he can play. He's not a good play caller. He's not a good play caller.
There's a lot of people don't be a good play. There's a lot of guys that's not a good play caller, but they have a scheme
And they
where
have other people.
they just put their players in the best position what they good at,
Yeah.
and just let them win games.
Yeah, that's.
So the Packers, if the Packers next week stop Debo, they'll win that game.
That's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be tough. Packers defense. I haven't seen anything.
That's
No,
going to be.
that's
gonna
the
be-
problem with the Packers is their defense.
Now here's the thing. Now and then 49ers got a solid D too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Aggressive.
if Bosa's not playing, that's a.
You don't
loss.
think
Bosa is great. Why wouldn't he be playing? He's
He
hurt.
got hurt. Yeah, pretty
He did.
bad. His own team. He got hit in the neck. His own teammate. Yeah.
That's not good. Well, that would be great if he was gone. I'd
Yeah.
love that.
It's going to be a challenge for the Packers defense.
You're
and it's
not
gonna be a
stopping
challenge-
Debo. It's going to be a
listen,
shootout. But
It's going to be a
Debo's
challenge for
do
the
his thing.
49ers defense as well.
But it's up in
Because
Lambeau.
I'm
There's
telling
no stopping Rodgers either.
you,
Devontae
it's just
Adams.
Rodgers and Adam is the best duo in the game right
I
now.
think Rodgers and Adams are on such a level.
Other than two of the young guys, not to cut you off, but other than two
No,
young
not
guys.
Burrow and Chase. No,
yeah,
What?
They making that
No.
run.
Better than
I
Rodgers.
didn't never say better. I say they are one of the two duos.
Yeah,
Other than Rodgers and
Right.
Adam are the best.
that's right.
But Chase and
It's great.
what's his name is?
Jamar Chase,
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
great.
I mean, what they have done.
Oh, great.
And
They've been doing
this
it
year
since college.
is a connection thing.
Yeah, and what a surprise that kid is. All right, so we're not too surprised with the 49ers win. We'll see what happens next week up in Green Bay. Let's go on to this next game. Rams 34, Cardinals 11. Kind of a blowout.
Man,
Kind of a blowout.
kind of a blow in the word. That was a
OBJ.
blow. They smoked.
Where was Kyle Murray?
Nah, I mean, he couldn't do nothing.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
He
Where was Kyler Murray?
Do you know what type of defense he was going against? The pass rusher? That front?
No Hopkins. You got the best.
Donald.
Hopkins.
Donald
You've got
showed up.
the best D lineman
Hey.
and the best cornerback in the last decade.
Does this say? Do we say that Kyler Murray is like a chink in his armor? Like he played so well all year, and he
I don't
played
know what
so
happened.
horrible in this game that I was kind of like, wait a second.
Yeah, it was
Is
bad.
he even that good?
No, he's
Did
no.
you
he's,
see that play in the
he's-
end zone where he
whoa.
tossed it up and they intercepted
Kev.
it?
Whoa, Kev, whoa.
I mean,
Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
is
pump
he that? He played so bad.
Kev, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Don't do that, Kev. Don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't do that. We're not going to let one game define the man.
Yeah.
We ain't even do that.
But he's been
We're
doing
not gonna
that
do
for
that.
a
But it
couple
was a
weeks
horrible
now.
game.
Yeah.
And it was a
games going to
playoff
define
game.
you. 1 or 2 games going to define you win.
Well, it's a playoff game.
It's
you
any
know.
given Sunday.
Like,
Yeah.
Even some of the stars since Detroit Lions beat some of the number 1 seeds. I mean,
Yeah.
are you serious?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
whoever
I
comes to
think
play.
he's- Listen,
I don't really think 2
I
or 3
think
games
he's
going to
got-
define it. No. He's still no.
this won't affect
Kyler
his
Murray still won
confidence.
it.
This won't affect his confidence.
He's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Why?
He'll come back and just. Boy, did he look terrible though. I mean, wow.
You have games.
Yeah.
so he didn't have Hopkins. That's big.
He did not have Hopkins, which is true, and that is a big, big thing.
You think Hopkins would have made a difference?
Oh yeah.
A little. I just think when you're playing that bad and it goes south like that,
It's over. It's like after
Yeah.
against the Rams. OBJ's out there saucing them.
No. He had a good game.
OBJ was.
he had a great
cooking.
game. He had a great game.
He had critical plays.
Yeah.
He completed a pass for 40. I mean, he caught a wheel route for 40 yards. He completed a pass for what?
40 yards.
40 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
Can't
Then
make
caught a touchdown in the back of the end zone,
Which was reviewed and then
it was a touchdown.
it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
He looked like the old Odell.
He
All right, I was gonna say.
He looked
Baker
like the old
Mayfield made everyone think Odell was washed, and then they made him think he was washed, and so you put him with a good quarterback. Now he's in his prime again. He's in his prime right now. I
So
think
that's another.
he's back to
He was never
2016
out of
Odell.
he was never out of his prime.
But that's another
You never had
blast
fun.
on your boy Baker then.
I don't like Baker. I don't like
You
Baker.
love him.
Ooh, he's jumping ship. He's jumping ship.
Is Odell back?
Wow.
Is he gonna continue this in the playoffs, do you think?
Well, what do you mean is Odell back?
He's
I mean,
back. He's back.
He wasn't.
He's never left.
Well, at Cleveland, he wasn't that great.
No,
but-
he was great all the time. He just didn't have the
didn't have the
proper general to give him the ball.
Yeah.
Simple.
So here comes the Rams. I mean, the Rams are for real. They're going up against the Rams are going up against the Bucs, right?
Oh, we'll see.
Here we go.
Remember we whooped you guys earlier in the
All
year.
I'm gonna say is this: look,
We whooped you guys earlier in the year.
other than the 4 sacks that we gave up, 2 TDs, and Mike Evans is a man. It's a
great.
dog. It's a lion among boys, man.
Yeah. He had a great game.
Mike Evans it's quiet.
But what do the Bucs got to do to stop this Rams?
What you mean? What are they gonna do? Here's the kicker. Knowing that the Rams, I just found this out that they got Raheem Morris, one of the best defensive coordinators.
When did they pick him up? Just now?
I heard that when watching the game, and the commentators said, "Well, Raheem Morris." I'm like, "Whoa! I thought he was at Atlanta Falcons." And it explains
How good is
everything. What does it mean? How good is he? He's one of the best defensive coordinators, if you ask me.
Oh, wow. So that's
Raheem
not
Morris,
good.
he's legit.
Uh-oh.
So it tells me a lot. Like, I see why the defense playing the way they playing.
Yeah.
Raheem is a genius.
And that defense is playing well.
Yeah. So my thing is Tom Brady gonna have his challenges, but it ain't nothing
will.
that
But he's
you
the
can't
GOAT.
really throw none at Tom that he ain't already seen.
Right. He's
True.
seen it all.
You know, so-
And he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So
Did
what
you
that
watch
mean?
that documentary of his?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should watch it. It's good. It's really
I'm
good.
trying to watch. I want to go see Kurt Warner movie.
Oh, I didn't see
Oh,
that one. Is
yeah.
that-
Yeah, he just had a movie just came out in theaters. I want to go see that.
Oh, I love it. I love Kurt Warner.
I just never had time to, but
I love Kurt Warner.
I gotta make some time that I go see that, watch that movie.
I love Kurt Warner. He's
Kurt is
awesome. He was great, and he was. They talk about a guy that was an underdog. I mean, he was at the USFL or something like that. Didn't he?
He was
play
in
for them?
arena football.
Arena football.
Yeah.
And then he came back and played great in
Is
the
he a
NFL.
Hall of Famer?
A hell of
Oh,
a
yeah.
yeah. He's gonna be a
Oh,
Hall
for
of
sure.
Fame, for sure.
For sure. Well, this game, Stafford had 202 yards, 2 TDs. He played great. He was the biggest rusher with 22 yards.
Congratulations on his first playoff win.
It's right.
Yeah.
Stafford's first playoff win.
What? Odell too, right?
Odell's, yeah.
It was Odell too.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
You know,
crazy.
the
I
last
didn't think
time
like that.
Odell was in the
I thought he was
playoffs-
in the Giants, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought he
la-
was in the Giants. I didn't know.
Wow.
The last time Odell was in the playoffs, he was playing against the Packers, 2016, and he was dropping everything.
Oh.
He dropped a touchdown, he dropped a deep ball. It was bad.
Even the greatest of the receiver of all time dropped passes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry Rice dropped passes. He
do.
talks about it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if Randy Moss or T.O. T.O. dropped a pass. I don't know.
yeah.
Did Randy ever drop a pass? I don't
Randy
even know.
Moss, I don't know. Barely,
know.
hardly any.
I don't know, but I know Larry don't never drop passes. So,
Yeah.
but
Now-
hey, the stuff gonna happen, man. Stuff
Leo,
happens. have those
you
games.
picked this team to go all the way. Do you still stand by your Rams?
Yes.
I think Rams gonna be a Super Bowl contender. They gonna run.
They're going to go in there, yeah.
They gonna run.
Well, next week we'll
Well,
see.
the Bucs though.
Now with the Bucs defense, I'm telling you.
No.
I'm telling you, man. It's something about them.
No,
something
no,
about them.
no,
something
no,
about them
don't do
Pirates,
this.
man. They take
Don't
stuff.
do this.
It's something about them Pirates. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
my
When
God.
the playoffs come, listen. I'm telling you. When the playoff comes, it's like the Bucs kick it up another notch. Like I don't know what they
'Cause
can
Tom
have.
Brady.
Listen, the season can be going
Yeah.
to crap.
Yeah.
Them playoffs come.
Yeah.
The Bucs turns up to a whole. It's like Super Saiyan
And
Ball,
that
Dragon Ball
is
Z.
because
They
Tom
turn Goku.
Brady. Because Tom Brady gets them ready.
I don't necessarily say just Tom. Tom is. I'm talking about the defense.
Yeah.
The defense balls out.
And you know what? They've totally forgotten about that incident with Antonio Brown. I don't
I mean, you can't think about that when you're on your way to the Super Bowl trying to win your second Super Bowl ring, right?
That's right. Well, let's talk
Next
about
man up.
Let's talk about the Eagles 15
There's nothing to
and-
talk about. They got blown.
and the Bucks 31. That was a
That
blowout.
was such a boring game.
He was? Yeah. I think, I
It
heard.
wasn't, boy. I like Tampa. Tampa started displaying a run a little bit. They run game start cranking up, and that was a good thing. And Mike Evans is still holding
Mike
Evans
Evans had 117 yards.
Exactly.
Did he actually?
117 yards.
Yeah, quiet, right?
Yeah, super quiet. What the?
He had, I think he's got 1,000 yards too. Quiet too.
And the one thing, the Bucs had 23
You know how
first
hard
downs.
it is to do with Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown on your team? Like, you know how, like, that's so, like, that's just...
What were the Eagles doing in the playoffs? I mean, seriously, what were they even doing in there? Like, how did they get in there? I don't know. I mean, they look terrible.
I guess everybody asking that same question.
You know, I mean, that was just like,
Right.
what do we, who's this D. Goddard? He had 92 yards. I don't even know him.
Tight end.
Is
That
he?
tight end was pretty straight.
Yeah. They had 3 turnovers, the Eagles. I mean, you know. I don't know, you know, but I don't think that, you know, proves that the Bucs because the Eagles were terrible.
Man,
you know,
look.
they weren't
Listen.
even a.
Don't try to downplay the Bucs. Don't do that. Don't try to downplay the Bucs like that. Like that don't prove because the Eagles. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, their season.
cares?
The Bucs.
The Bucs is. I'm
next
telling
week.
you.
Next week.
Playoff comes. Bucs is coming.
Well, they're gonna find.
They're
we're
gonna
find
bring.
out.
They're gonna crank up a notch. I'm telling
That
you.
game's in Tampa.
Listen.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Tampa.
It's even worse.
How much is that ticket? If we all got that, it's probably
$2,000 piece.
That's
Nah,
probably
$2,000
no.
a piece, man. Probably like 3 something.
You can't get a ticket to that game.
$3,000
Not
No.
$3,000, like $300 or something.
$300.
That's-
for nosebleeds.
I mean,
For nosebleeds, yeah. But that's in Tampa.
it's gonna be a packed house.
That'll be a packed house.
And the
Oh, it's in
Cannon's gonna-
Tampa.
It's
the
in
Cannon's
Tampa.
gonna shoot.
Oh,
it's in
oh,
Tampa.
we should go.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
2
see-
hours north.
Go see Odell play. Go see
great.
Odell
Odell
sauce up that secondary.
Man, I don't know about that one, my man. I don't know about that one, kid.
Cook him up.
There's not much to say about that game.
The
other than-
Buccaneers is different when it comes to playoff time. Trust
We'll
me.
see, we'll
In
see.
home field, whew, it's gonna
We'll
be
see.
loud.
Do they tailgate over there?
What?
Oh,
Do-
yeah.
Do they?
Do they? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We talking about Tampa,
Yeah.
the defending Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
No, I gotta throw
It'll
that
be
in.
a
That
party.
sounds good, right?
Next week will be a party up there. I'd love to go to that game. Wouldn't you go to that game? That'd be a fun game to go to.
It would, but I gotta work.
Yeah. I can't go either. I can't. Well, that was. I mean, but the Eagles. You know, we'll find out next week who the Bucs really are. But they are a good team. We got, you know.
You're gonna find out that they pirates and they're gonna make people walk the plank.
Probably will. Last game, New England 17, the Bills 47.
Now this. Let's talk about this quarterback.
Josh Allen.
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen is man. Josh Allen is
Man.
really just having
Josh
balls
Allen
out.
is the man.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Five touchdowns.
Listen, Josh
You
Allen.
better be careful. They
listen.
might make a run for it.
Listen,
That's right.
Josh Allen
That's
had
right.
5 touchdowns, and 2 of them went to Knox.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Josh Allen is controlling the game through the air, and
Yep.
he's using his feet.
Yes, he is.
Understand how important
What
it
a
is to
runner.
move the pocket and use your feet. Josh Allen is, man.
Did you know he was that good of a runner? I didn't really.
Oh, I knew.
Yeah.
He was
I
hurdling
didn't realize.
people.
Yeah, you didn't see him early in the season with
Yeah.
the things, his runs he was having.
But yeah, but he really
Trucking
came
people.
to play.
He was playing. That's called playing football.
Yeah.
I'm playing ball and I'm trying to win by any
I
means
mean,
necessary.
they had that game right from the start.
Yeah.
That was just a blowout right from the start. And yeah, how good are the Bills? Like you're saying, I mean, we're talking about the Bucs, we're talking about the Rams, we're talking about the Packers, you know, and those are the big guys. But how good are these Bills? Are we underestimating just how good Josh Allen is and how good this Bills team is? You know, I mean, 47-17 is a blowout.
Josh Allen's great, man.
So
They
I
scored a
agree.
touchdown on every drive they had. 7 drives, 7 touchdowns.
Now, who do they
He's-
have next week?
Ooh.
Who they have?
think
Sure
they have
they have.
Tennessee.
I think they got Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah, I
the
don't
Chiefs,
know.
the Chiefs.
Wow, that's another good one.
That's a great one. That's
But
gonna be a
I
great
feel
one.
like I'm rolling with the Bills on this one because
Wait.
I'm rolling with the Bills. I'm gonna tell you why. Because what Josh Allen's displaying at that quarterback position, he's
Yeah.
using his legs. He's waking people up, letting them know, hey, I'm not just a pocket passer. I will extend drives with my feet.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. He had 5 touchdowns. He had 4 different receivers. 2 of them came to Knox. 66 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
Stellar play.
Incredible. Is
For
their
a guy like
defense any
yourself,
good? Is their defense good?
their defense solid. I
Yeah.
don't think it's like a Rams
Who,
or
the
the Bucks, but
Yeah, it's
they're
all right.
Solid.
But they have a great offense. A
They
really
got
great
a
offense.
they got a
explosive
great
offense,
quarterback
yeah.
play.
So I think the Bills are definitely contenders. They have a big challenge next week.
Yeah,
See-
Kansas City.
But-
if they knock out Kansas City, they'll go to the Super Bowl.
Probably.
Listen, Josh, listen. It's going to be Mahomes versus Allen.
That's right.
And right now, Allen is taking the cake like, hey, listen, man, I'm smelling blood.
He's playing better than Mahomes.
Oh,
Whoa!
He is.
Mahomes went crazy.
Went crazy.
Yeah, but Josh Allen, 5
Against the
TDs.
It's the Steelers.
He went crazy, but Josh Allen has just been doing stuff all season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, all season, man.
Yeah.
I really feel like Josh Allen is the most slept-on quarterback to me. I really feel like he don't get enough.
He's underestimated. He's underestimated.
Well, he waking people up now.
Yeah, yes, he is. That's
He
for
woke
sure.
up now. That's for sure.
Yes, that is for sure.
Kendrick Bourne had a good game. He had like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, let's talk about New England. I mean, are they done or what's going on with that? Mac Jones at 232
I mean, they're
yards.
not ready for a play. Like they're not built like that yet. You know.
They still growing.
They're growing.
They still got.
They've got a lot of potential though. Like with Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Bourne had 77 yards, 2 TDs.
Yeah,
Bourne.
yeah.
I feel like New England still got a lot of missing pieces that they're trying
I like
to.
Kendrick Bourne. He's good. Like he's
Kendrick
really.
Bourne,
He's
solid.
slept on.
He's not slept. He's
You
not
know what he is?
slept on.
He's like a really good wide receiver too, or like a
He's a number 2 guy.
a mediocre one, but if not, like a really good receiver too.
Something like a Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, New England will definitely
No,
not.
He's a one though. He's a one.
He's a little over Hollywood Brown.
As long as New England has Belichick, they're going to be a good team. They're always a good team.
Yeah.
And they always.
As long as they have Belichick, gonna be a good team.
Yeah.
Because
Just like they say,
Belichick-
long as Tom Brady have Belichick, Tom Brady can't be Tom Brady. But Tom Brady just showed everybody within 1 year he won a Super
That's
Bowl.
true.
We're not doing
without.
this. I'm gonna.
But I would say Belichick.
I got to. I just got to.
What I like about
come on,
Belichick
I got to.
is he knows how to put players in the right.
Belichick is a mastermind.
Mastermind.
When it comes to football, the X's
Yeah.
and O's.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why he'll always get. He'll get New England into the playoffs almost every single year, but I mean, whether
I
or
think
not
you
they
give
have
Mac Jones a couple more years and a couple more pieces, he's going to make.
I say 3 years
Yeah.
and he's in the Super Bowl. I say 3.
Mac Jones,
Mac Jones, the young guy displayed.
and he's talented.
Man,
Yeah.
he's for him to come in this season as a rookie and just really just take control of an offense and just making the playoffs.
By the way, Joe Burrow would have done
Like-
the same thing.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow would have done the exact. Joe Burrow probably would have went deeper into the playoffs. I think.
I like Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is probably a top 5 quarterback right now.
Well, he won.
I know. I'm saying last year.
Oh, last year. Yeah. Do we want to talk about Joe Burrow really quick, or no?
I mean,
We can talk about Chase, what he's doing.
Well, that's what I want to say.
I mean,
Chase-
they got a connection. Like, it's crazy to see both of these guys come from college and transition over to the elite level and do the same
exact thing.
Yeah.
Chase
Right.
is like actually doing better than looking better than the NFL than he was in college.
Yeah.
I mean, they're using him out the backfield now. They're trying to do a
Yeah.
little bit like the 49ers do with Deebo Samuels. The young guy is really just taking the lead by storm, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Justin Jefferson.
Right.
You know, I mean, those LSU guys is really just taking the league by storm.
And it is kind of
Yeah.
rare to see that, like you said, go from college and have that, and then go right into the pros and have that.
Like
That-
immediate skill, just
That's
like
rare. That's a rare thing.
Yeah.
That's a rare thing.
He
I
make it
don't
look
think,
easy.
I don't think
Hit him in
Cincinnati has the pieces to go far, but they have that piece. That's
Offensively, I feel like they have.
Defense is not good.
And their defense
Yeah.
is just, it's going to be
It's bad. No,
balled
it's
out to
bad. It's bad. Their
And
defense
their
is
defense
bad.
not good at all.
Right.
So
So they
that
won't
lets
go
you
far.
know. So the offense,
yeah.
offense got to really put up a lot of points. You know,
Yeah.
to win.
But next week, so we've got a lot of great games to look forward to. I'm looking forward to that Packer game.
So I think Cincinnati plays Tennessee.
Cincinnati plays Tennessee.
Yeah.
We've got the Bucks. That's the game of the
That's the game of the week. Bucks
the
Rams.
Bucks Rams.
I am tuned in that game. That
Yeah.
game, I am tuned in.
I
I
am-
won't miss it.
No,
Can't miss it.
no,
Won't
don't miss that one. We got a lot of great football. That's our show, and thank you very much. And we'll see you next week. Playoff time.
Could the
Excited.
Buccaneers 2-peat? 2-peat? Could we do it?
Offsides.